Hey lovelies, Curlychaotic here, collabing with one of my YouTube sisters, and this will be a protective style video, and as a bonus I would show how to refresh an old twist out and her an old braid out. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to revamp an old twist out or like an old wash and go. Usually I get about 5 days with a twist out, 4 to 5 days. Yesterday, shockingly, we had like humidity out of nowhere, so it's looking kind of frizzy and crazy. I'm not ready to wash my hair yet, so I just wanted to basically show you guys what I do to revamp a hairstyle. You're going to need something to detangle your hair with, so I'm going to be using, you know, just wide tooth comb, Denman brush. You're going to need some type of styler. I'm going to use the Almond twisting butter by Camille Rose. You're going to need a spray bottle, some claw clips, and this is optional. So basically what I do whenever I want to revamp a hairstyle, before I used to do some chunky twists, it's your preference. If you want to go for a more somewhat undefined look and you want it to be like more voluminous and bigger, then you could do some chunky twists. Me, I kind of still want a somewhat defined look because you never know what can happen throughout the week. I may need to go somewhere, so I'm just going to show you guys what I do. So the first thing is, you know, the usual. Separate your hair into 4 sections. Okay, so as you can see, I sectioned off my hair. It's not perfect. That doesn't really matter in my opinion. So this is one section right here. I'm basically going to split that section in half. Be very careful when you're separating. You don't want any unnecessary breakage. I'm going to just clip this section aside. And the first thing I'm going to do is, you know, wet my hair. You don't want it too wet because you don't want to revert back. This will give me a little length because my hair is not completely soaking wet, so I'm going to basically use that to my advantage. And basically we're going to, you know, we want some length and we still want some definition. So like I said, you don't want too much water. If you want to get a more defined look, you're gonna have to drench it more. The only time I really want definition is on the ends of my hair. So I'm gonna show you guys the difference. I'll do it in 2 different sections. Okay, so my hair is pretty much finger detangled. Then I'm gonna use my Denman brush. Can't believe how quiet it is right now. I mean, 6 kids and there is no noise. Just kidding, it's bedtime. They better be in bed at least. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, I don't want it too damp, but once I get somewhat definition to my ends and through my roots, which you can see, then I would separate those 2 pieces, and this is going to basically be 2 twists. So we're gonna work on one section again. Make sure your hair is very detangled. Just trying to do a quick walkthrough. I don't want to bore you guys and show you the whole process. This is the Almond twisting butter. I've mainly worn it on my ends, but of course you want to coat the whole section with the product and begin twisting. So let's get it started. Oh. I'm glad I didn't have to borrow hair. Sometimes when you braid or do a twist out, when you get towards the end, if it's uneven, you end up having to borrow hair. Okay, when I get to the end, just twirl it around your finger, same way you would do a finger coil. Just twirl it and do that. Or if you want to be on the safe side, you can dab a little bit more product and just finger twirl it. Boom, boom. See it? Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next section. We're going to repeat this to the whole head. Again, I'll show you the process. You want to make sure the ends is somewhat damp. Going to coat the section with your product. And begin twisting. Usually when I part my hair into 4 sections, more than likely I try to get about 4 to 5 twists, braids, whatever, in each section. So usually I would end up with about 16 braids or twist out, whatever. So there you go. Once I get to the end of the hair, I am going to basically finger coil it. You want to add a little bit more product so it can stay, because my hair unravels a little bit, and just do that. I am going to basically, you know, move forward and show you what I do after I get everything done. So this is my last section. I already spritzed my hair with water. Again, it doesn't have to be even. When you see the white stuff, the white residue in my hair, that's basically the product, which is the Camille Rose. I have low porosity hair, which basically means it takes a while for it to absorb moisture. So sometimes, or more than likely, if you have product that just sits on top of your head, or it takes a while for it to basically penetrate through the hair follicles, not a guarantee, but it's a possibility that's a sign you have low porosity hair, which is not a bad thing. They have plenty of websites, and you know, there's a lot of girls out there that makes channel on their channels that basically talks about high, low, and medium porosity hair. When I get to the end of the twist, I like to add more product, basically because especially the front half of my head is basically a little more coarse than the back. I believe I have a softer texture in the back half of my hair. So basically, just to give my ends a more defined look, I add more product. Now obviously in the front, I made the twist somewhat a little smaller, only because again, it's harder for me to define the front half of my head. So instead of it being 16 this time, I believe I added an extra twist to each row, so it's probably going to be about 20 twists. Okay, so you see, as I'm getting to the end, I'm just gonna put a little on my fingertips and just to make it thick. And like I said, it's optional if you want to add perm rods. So I am going to just show you basically how to install one. Usually the part that's curled up, let me work on a section that I've already done that's somewhat dry. Like this one, for instance, if I was going to put the perm rod in, I'll probably stop like right here. So I would finger coil it. I would start right here, wrap it maybe 2-3 times around, and you just secure it. Simple. And that's how I do it. But for the sake of the video, I am not going to put all of these in here right now. So basically, this is the juicy twist out. It feels nice and moisturized. Right now, I am probably gonna just be in the house for the rest of the day, so it's going to air dry. Again, my hair is not like soaking wet or drenched, but I just basically, you know, use the water bottle just to give it a little moisture. And again, we're supposed to be revamping it, so this is just something to get you out, to get you throughout the week if you don't want to incorporate another wash day. You know, I'm in the middle of my week. I am not ready to wash my hair yet. You know, I might have somewhere to go tomorrow, so I just wanted to do something really quick. This took a total of probably about 15-20 minutes. If I detangled my hair before I recorded the video, it probably would have been way quicker than that. So now that I am done, let me just show you guys basically how it looks. And you know, they're still somewhat stretched out, and I mean, you can clearly see throughout the video that it just shrunk. It's I mean, I don't even care about shrinkage anymore. Again, I just want a defined look. If you wanted to go for a more voluminous look and you wanted it to look somewhat more defined, then you would probably do chunkier twists, probably anywhere from 4 to 8, or depending on how long your hair is or how thin your hair is. So in my case, because I still want it to last, when I do chunky twists or bigger styles, basically it doesn't last that long. So basically yeah, I'm trying to get like the less frizz-free possible twist out. So I am going to basically just wrap a scarf over my head, and we'll be back tomorrow and I will show you guys the takedown. So bye for now. Okay, next day. So I am going to be applying my cocoa nibs and honey growth oil from Camille Rose, and I'm using a pick. That's all I'm going to be doing at this point. So whenever it comes to separation, take your time. Try not to start in the middle or top and unravel it through, because I am a very impatient or lazy natural, so I wouldn't recommend that. Start from the bottom, work your way up to eliminate as much frizz as possible. Also, about my YouTube sister, RAEnita Naturalista, she has awesome videos. You guys definitely need to check her out. I will have her information in the description box below. And again, she is going to be showing a protective style, which is, braids, and she's going to also show how she refreshed her old braid out or twist out. So please continue to watch. Okay, so I am basically almost finished here. See, at this point, when it gets to the front of my hair, I am just like so over it and desperate to just finish. See what I mean when I say to start from the bottom and work your way up? It's so easy to just cause frizz and for it to just get tangled. So just to prevent that from happening, start from the bottom. But you know what they say, frizz happens, right? Time to put this pick in action and fluff out those roots. Give it a little volume and body here. I like to use my hand and my pick. I use my pick to fluff out my roots, and I like to run my fingers through my scalp just to fluff it and position how I want my hair to fall, like in what place. So I would show you guys how I also fluff out my hair with my fingertips. Just rough it up a little, just pull it apart. You don't want to rake your fingers through it. But if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate my subs. Thanks for watching. Bye.